So today we're 2.5 weeks out. Gonna be doing a leg day, nothing crazy. It's kind of just like more volume than anything, real slow and controlled. I'm exhausted. It's not really like I even want to train right now, being 2.5 weeks out. So just gonna make the best of it and take you guys along with me. I already took my pre. I took the shockwave that I talked about in the last video, so you'll see it here on the screen or here, wherever he decides to put it. Goddamn, riding a bike. All right, next one will be a working set.
What would you say the key to growing the hammies is?
Pretty much the same thing I always say for everything, is really just emphasizing that contraction. One thing with the hamstrings, I like to envision my hamstring as being my bicep, right? It's like the bicep of your leg. So making sure that you're feeling every part of the movement as far as tension. You're not trying to just get that curl done and fire up. It's controlling it all the way from the stretch position all the way down to the contraction and a slow release coming up. So you're gonna do all your damage is just controlling it and making sure that the weight you're using isn't more than what you can handle. Keeping your ass flat on that seat, not moving. You just lock yourself in that position and don't move. Don't worry about the weight with anything that you're doing. Just how you perform the movement more than anything. All right, so we're gonna be doing 3 sets of 20. Sorry guys, I'm out of it. We're gonna be doing 3 sets of 20. We're doing 10 reps narrow, and then we're gonna do 10 reps up and out, kind of toes pointed on a 45-degree angle, maybe a 40-degree angle. Focusing on just pumping the blood in there. Like I said, we're not doing anything crazy. We're just kind of really just trying to pump the muscles up full of blood. Allow that to flow. It's already fucking exhausted, so let's get to it. Something like 3 plates make you feel like a bitch. Whew. I want to say I'm 150 a day right now. It's hard for me to tell. I don't really go off macros or anything. Everything's a meal plan. So every meal has 110 grams weighted of cooked rice, except for meal 5. Meal 5, I don't have any carbs in it. Right now I'm sitting at 3,000 calories, maybe right under 28.5. But a lot of people think that's really high, and it is. There's a lot of people who have to diet on 1,500, 1,800 calories to get contest prep ready. But for me, for instance, in the off season, my highest weight or my highest food was 5,800 calories a day. Or, I'm sorry, it was 55 to 5,800 calories a day, which is a ton. So dieting for me, I have to be fed. Food, unfortunately, I have an extremely fast metabolism. So I eat a lot of food, but it's not a lot of food for me. So we're doing RDLs or stiff-legged deads or whatever other acronym or word you guys want to use for it, but we're targeting our hamstrings. All right. I do these a little bit different than everybody. What I mean by that is I don't really break my hinge in my hips. I don't come all the way up. I don't contract the glutes or anything like that. I make sure that when I'm going down, again, like everything else I do is super controlled. I give it about a 1 count at the bottom, let the gravity take it over, stretch my hamstrings out, come about 3/4 up, contract my hamstrings, and then back down. I don't break the hinge of my hip just because I want to keep the tension on my hamstrings at all times. Because for me, I've learned for myself, a lot of other people, training is just all about time under tension, guys. And for me, this is what I got to do for my legs to be under tension the longest they can be. Last movement of the day, guys. We got single leg press. Honestly, for me, I just enjoy doing it because it allows me to make sure that, like, 1, strength is the same in both legs. 2, I can really focus on the contraction of the individual leg. Sometimes, you know, one of your legs, one of your body parts is stronger than the other. But this is kind of like the one way I like to be able to tell, like, hey, they're moving synchronized. I can do the same reps with both legs. Plus, there's a lot of isolation. For me, I like to keep my leg a little farther out than I would like in a narrow stance. Really just get the stretch in that hamstring on the negative and then powering it up with the quad on the way up. Remember, guys, making love to the weights. We ain't fucking them. This is what I mean, right? Like, you know, you got that girl, she's a baddie, and you're like, oh, I just want to destroy her, and you're over here like this. We ain't doing that shit, all right? Making love to the weights, right here. See you next time.